go. Money talks.
Here comes the money.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lunch with the Finance Bunch. I'm Charline, and here today in our studio, we have the infamous, the famous, drum roll please, we have Robert L. Dean, and we call him Rob. How you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you. Blessed to be here.
You know what? You are doing it.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing it. I saw some of your footage, and I absolutely. Yeah, I did. I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw a lot of it.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Don't judge me.
I'm not. I think you're brilliant.
Oh, thanks.
I really do. I see where you're going with it.
Yeah. It just, it's funny to me.
And it is funny. So you're just this like modern day comedian, filmmaker who makes these short films, and you just get it right away. Yeah. Like your audience gets it right away.
Exactly. And we have to too, because in this day and age, it's like our attention span is so little. So it's like if you make like a full-fledged skit, like 30 minutes, people fall off. But 1 minute skits and like videos, they'll get it like right then and there.
They get it right away.
Yeah, so it's like convenient.
Wow. So you're a comedian. You're a public figure.
Yeah.
You like that public figure
I
part?
love that word. I'm not even gonna lie. My friend said I was a public figure. I was like, I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Public figure. And you're also a videographer.
Yes.
Now, since this is your first time on the show, I want you to tell us just a little bit about yourself.
What you want to know?
Okay, so I'll ask the questions then. Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I was gonna let you freestyle, but if you want me to ask the questions, I will.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. So now, you started off behind the camera.
Yes.
As a videographer.
Yes, doing music videos in Atlanta. I went by Robiii HD. I kind of did that for like 6 years. And then over time, I grew a team, following my brother Joker.
Okay.
And we just kept doing it, and we just did good. And we was good at it. Literally, I can do a music video in my sleep as editing and shooting.
Wow. And so that's the thing, though. You mentioned that you've been doing this for like 6 years, right? At first, like your first 6 years was behind the camera. And I think sometimes for young people, they think that, it's an overnight success. You know what I mean? Like they think they're going to turn on their camera and boom, the next day they're a success without tweaking, honing, and really making the moves to make this like perfection. You start to perfect it after a while.
Yeah, it may seem overnight, but it's really not. Literally, I've been doing comedy for like 4 years.
Okay.
And I just popped off like 6 months ago. So it's like, and then you got to go through trials and errors. But like I'm a firm believer in putting in your 10,000 hours.
Exactly.
So if you haven't put 10,000 hours into your craft, you won't see overnight results. Like it may seem overnight, like people's like, oh, where you come from? But people who knew like the struggle, the grind, they knew it wasn't just like overnight. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to put in your 10,000 hours, folks. You got to put in the 10,000 hours. Because if you don't put in the 10,000 hours, the success you're looking for, you will not acquire. And you're hearing it from a star.
Yeah. And it won't last long too.
That's right. And it won't last long. Right. Because you have to have that foundation, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, got to build a foundation. Every house got a foundation.
Every house has a foundation. So now, how did you get the name Robiii World?
Okay, well that's interesting. So my my videography company was called Third World Studios.
Okay.
Because my name is Robert Dean III. So I changed my name to Rob Third World, and then everybody, as soon as I put it out there, I thought it was gonna be like everybody was supposed to be calling me Rob Third World, but everybody said Robiii World, and I was like, hey, I kind of like that. And then it was annoying at first. I'm like, my name's not Robbie. Like, it's Rob Third World. Yeah. And then it was like Robiii World, Robiii World, Robiii World, Robiii World. And I was like, you know what? And I did a poll on Instagram. Like, I was like, should I keep my name as Robiii World or should it just be Rob Third World? Everybody was like, Robiii World, Robiii World, Robiii World. Like, only true people, like, only people who really know my, like, the meaning behind that is probably my brother and my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool though. Because what I see you doing is like you check in with your audience to make sure what you're doing works for them.
Yeah, you got to cater to your supporters. Without them, you wouldn't be nothing. That's how I look at it.
Of course, they're your
eyes.
audience. Yeah. And, that brings up a good point. And so on Lunch with the Finance Bunch, we try to teach people as they go, and that's what this show is really about, is helping people learn how to become an entrepreneur and do it successfully in whatever you choose to do. And you've mastered this. You've mastered it. So you guys better be listening up because he has mastered it, right?
Yeah.
So now tell us a little bit about your childhood. So we got how you got your name. Now tell us a little bit about your childhood.
Growing up,
where are you from, first of all?
I'm born and raised in Atlanta, West Side.
I love
Adamsville,
Atlanta.
Zone 4.
Yeah.
My childhood, I was goofy as a kid. I always like cruel humor,
Found the humor and stuff that wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Were you that kid?
I was always like that. Like I would laugh at like stupid stuff. And as a kid, I wanted to be a rapper. So
did you rap?
Yeah.
Did you try rapping?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you gonna spit a few bars for us?
Nah.
You're not gonna do that?
I'm
Okay.
old. I'm
just
old.
saying.
I'm old in the game. This new generation is crazy. I sound like Run DMC.
Like old man?
Yeah. But no, and then just growing up, I was just always goofy, and people always said I was funny, but I never believed anybody.
Okay.
Like I would always have like people laughing, especially when we just like having fun, chilling. Like even like just now, like we'll just be riding the car and we'll just think of some stupid stuff to say, and then
then wind up laughing all the way here.
Yeah, we'll just wind up laughing all the way here. This is our car rides in Atlanta. Either we listen to music bumping or we making jokes.
Okay.
And it's either we laughing or vibing. So
Now, I have a question about that. So when you just riding along with your crew and you guys find something funny, do you take a snapshot of that in your mind and say, hey, we're going to film that?
Oh, of course. All the time.
Okay.
All the time. If it's like something be like, oh, that's a good skit idea, we should write that down and record it. And we'll do it like the next day. Sometimes it'll be spontaneous, like we'll be driving or we'll just be vibing and just chilling, and then something happen funny and I'll be like, okay, let's make this into a skit.
Right.
Or like Joker, he'll probably be like, oh, let's make this into a skit. And then we'll just bounce off each other ideas, and like I'll be like, oh, let's do it this way. But it'd be funny if you do it this way. But if you do it this way, it'll be more funny. And then that's how we come up with like a great skit.
That's cool. That's cool. And then you just you make it 1 minute. Like is it a 1 minute rule?
Yeah, actually, for Instagram it is. We tried doing longer stuff and we did successfully too. But it's just like
That's
1
your
minute.
trademark.
Yeah, 1 minute, and it's hard. Like for other people, it's harder to do 1 minute because you gotta because usually when I get done editing the video, it'll be like 2-3 minutes. And you got to cut out like certain scenes to make it 1 minute, to make it make sense. But it's just something that I mastered at creating longer content into shorter content.
So now that makes you not only the actor in front of the camera, you are also the director.
Yeah, director. If I'm not directing it, like physically filming it, Joker, my brother, and vice versa, he create content too. And Look at Me Winning, that's my other homie too. He create content and we all just bounce off each other.
Wow. So you got a whole team.
Yeah.
So you're not a one-man band.
I can be, but I rather prefer my team because, it's nothing like a team. You can't be successful without a great team.
You know what? Could you say that again?
You can't be successful without a great team.
That is the God's honest truth. You cannot be successful without a team. Yeah. You got to have a team. Now, you grew up in Atlanta and with your family and all that, and went to school in Atlanta, and then now you told us that your father was pretty successful.
Yes, he was very successful. Well, he is very
successful.
He is very successful.
Now, did that contribute to your wanting to be an entrepreneur? Because you are the true essence of an entrepreneur.
Oh, thank you.
You really?
Yes, my dad was a major influence. My mom and my dad divorced when I was very young. And I get to see both sides. As far as my mom's independent, she's successful. She went to college, got her doctorate degree, master's, all that. And I seen my dad, he did what he loved to do and made more money than my mom. So it was like,
I'm gonna do what I love to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I love to do.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then but by seeing that, like being exposed to that, you can't just like
you gotta do something with it, right?
You gotta do it. Like a 9 to 5 is something like when people tell me about their jobs, I'll be like, okay, like I can't relate. Like I just can't relate. I tried it one time and I got fired like the next day.
Now, you said your mom got her doctorate and all that, so you tried college life too. How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, I had a full ride to Clark, Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
But I dropped off after a semester.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it just wasn't for you?
It wasn't. It was like, it was cool. I actually asked my teachers, and back then, I'm humble now, but I was arrogant back then. So I asked my teacher, I was like, is any of these classes gonna make me rich? And then he said no. And I was like, well,
time to go.
Yeah, gotta go.
Gotta go. I love that. Now, you obviously don't regret leaving school.
No. I mean, the only thing I do regret is the experience because I could have, been more active. Like even in high school, I never went to no football games, no stuff like that. Pep rallies, I was listening to my own music, went to sleep. Like and everybody was like, "You so antisocial." Like I'm antisocial, but social.
But social.
Yeah.
You walk to the beat of your own drum.
Pretty much.
Right? That's what makes you so special. That's why you're here.
Thank you.
This is Miss Charline. This is Lunch with the Finance Bunch, and we will be right back with more.
Hey,
stay tuned.
Lit.
This is Miss Charline, and we're back with Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Dash Talk Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the studio with Robert L. Dean, better known as
Robiii World.
Robiii World. So, now when we left off, we were talking about the fact that college just wasn't your thing.
No, it wasn't.
It just wasn't.
Yeah. My mom, she was like not supportive on that. And
she wanted you to continue?
She wanted me to continue so bad. She put me into a community college, and I never showed up for class.
Oh my!
And that made it even worse.
Yeah.
So I actually graduated from a college for audio engineering.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
you wound up going to school before what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So that's the point. Like sometimes we kind of push our kids into what we think they should do for safety reasons.
Yes.
But if you allow, if you want to flourish in an area, go for it.
Yeah.
Right?
My mom, she wasn't a supporter of that, but my dad, he was a supporter, but he wanted to see money as the outcome.
So let me ask you this question. It is not on the script. So your dad wanted to see money. Your mom, that's why she was trying to get you to go to college.
Yeah.
And so, were you ever broke?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like broke.
Yes. My dad, he had money. He was a multimillionaire, but he made me struggle. Yeah. Like of course, he gave me the utensils like as a car, but
right.
As far as my own way, like, he made me grow stronger.
Absolutely. So there's some struggle in this, y'all.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're feeling like, I'm broke or I'm gonna be, well, yes, you will at the beginning.
You will in the beginning. Let me tell you, 7-8 months ago, me, Joker, was driving in my Granddaddy Lincoln with the windows busted out the back window, and we had to tape it a plastic bag to make sure the wind don't come in.
Wow, and that was 8 months ago.
And that was 8 months ago.
And look at you now.
Yes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I've been through the highest, I've been through the lowest. I experienced like both of them. But the only thing you got to do is maintain your focus. Like always stay focused, always stay consistent, no matter what the obstacle is, and never let an obstacle determine your outcome.
I love that.
Yeah.
Never let an obstacle determine your outcome.
So no matter how good the obstacle is or bad the obstacle is, always stay focused on the goal.
Oh yeah. Well, we're getting some good stuff from you today. I'm loving it. Now, so you realized you were an entrepreneur.
Uh-huh.
And how did you realize that social media was going to be so important in your business?
Honestly, I didn't know until okay. So let me tell you how I started off. Right, I was doing music videos. And this app came out called Vine. Right? I was like, okay, well, like, and that's why I met Gingy. Yeah,
Oh,
she was
Gingy.
buying underdogs.
Yeah, let's
Hey.
shout out Gingy.
So my friend Keith put me on. This is my other brother. He's not here. That's like my I've been knowing him since like I was like in high school. So he's like my brother. So he introduced me to this app. Like, hey, you goofy. You know I'm goofy.
Right.
And he said, just go for it. Just do it. Nobody ain't gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, for real? So I can just do this and nobody ain't gonna see me? Cool.
He lied to you.
They lied. A month later, I was on World Star. My mom, my dad was like, oh my God, what are you doing? And then eventually they started laughing. But my mom, I think my mom till today, she don't know like how I am now. Cause like.
She's not on Instagram.
Yeah. So she'll probably see me like, oh, I saw your video, like.
So you show her the cleaner version one?
Nah.
No, does she see
Actually,
all of them?
my mom is more rude than me. like if you like me and my mom are like identical twins. She's like a lighter version. We got the same smile. Only thing is she's short and I'm
really
tall.
you're
Yeah,
tall.
that's the only thing.
That is funny. So now she supports you.
Yeah. She supports me but she just don't know what gratitude level I'm in. She still think I'm like, like struggling. Like I'll be like, yeah, I got my own place now. I'm about to move to Miami.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm about to start a network. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So social media truly helped you.
Yes, absolutely.
It's been like phenomenal. For
Major
you.
key.
Now, what social media platforms are you on?
I'm on.
And why?
I'm on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
I was on YouTube, but I'm actually starting back on YouTube, and I'm coming out with a show, with the Kosher Network. It's gonna be called Stuck in Sunny Isle. That's just a little preview. First person know. So y'all got the exclusive.
We got the exclusive.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
So yeah, Instagram is just I guess it's just like easier.
It's easier, yeah.
And Facebook is easy too. It's just like you just gotta be yourself and stay consistent. That's all you gotta do.
Just do it.
Like even if it's not funny, like the highest grossing video on my Instagram was one of my worst videos to me.
Mine too.
Yeah, like I just threw it together. We were just on the beach, and I was just like, okay, let's just do this because we on the beach.
My biggest video was one where they literally shot the back of this man's head through halfway through it. And because you know what we were talking about? We were talking about credit and how to improve your credit. And so people didn't care what the film looked like. They just wanted the information. You know?
Shoot.
So yes, I get it. So you said your worst was your highest growth.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like it was like all right, I'm just gonna put this
gonna put this
and it's 4 million views. I'm like,
whoa.
And then you tell you the one I put like my hardest in, like I really direct, like or really like really do direction, because that's what I really want to do.
Is direct?
Yeah, direct. I want to star in my own movie. I want to write and record my own movie.
You got the talent for it.
Yes.
You know who you remind me of, seriously, and I said this in the car coming up, is that you, for me, and watching what you do, you're like the millennial Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I like that.
You are, because you capture what's funny, but you just put it in small bites so you don't lose your audience's attention. And Richard Pryor did that. He said what was funny. He was who he was, and he made sure that his audience, he stayed connected with his audience, and that's what you do.
Yeah, and it's one thing I don't do. I don't hold back for nobody. Like if you say like something like oh, I can't curse on my skit, I'll be like, you gonna curse? No, I'm like no, like I'm gonna like, because it's like the only thing I would compromise, but at the end of the day, like that's who I am. That's how I talk. This is what's funny to me. So.
Well, you know what? I want to tell you this publicly. I appreciate you, because you told me, you're like, okay, I cuss a lot, so I'm gonna be really holding back on your show.
Yeah, I'm really holding back.
So I absolutely appreciate the hold back.
Yeah.
Thank you, because we want everybody to be able to see this and everybody to learn from it.
I totally respect other people's craft. So it's like, if it's like your show or anybody else skit or anybody else, I'll compromise. I won't do that. But if it's coming to like
yours,
like if it's funny, you know. And that's one thing too. Like working, in the beginning, people didn't find my funny skits funny.
Okay.
They was just like, "Oh my God, you're just so cruel. You're so rude." And I'm like, "It's funny though.
It's funny though.
Yeah, it's funny though." And yep, that's That's it for
Now,
that.
how did you come up with your tagline? How did you come up with that? What?
Okay.
Yeah, and what made you decide for that to be?
Okay, gotta go.
Gotta go.
The first gotta go skit was Joker recorded it. I just had this funny idea. If a girl sent me a nude and I was with my homies just chilling, I'd be like, I gotta go, right? So I did the skit. It was with my homeboy DJ and my other homegirl, Amy. They also out of Atlanta. And we went, and it just did good on my page. And it was like, I was at like 10K. I did another skit and I was like, okay, well, let me just try doing I Gotta Go again at the end of it. And then like, everybody was like, Joker. Let me tell you, I remember 4 key people told me to keep doing it. Joker, Tay, my other brother Tay. And I got a lot of brothers too.
Yeah.
So like in Atlanta, like
you got a big family.
Yeah, in Atlanta, that's my family. Like, Atlanta, everybody's my family. So Tay, Joker, Keith, and Richard, they all told me, dude, I gotta go. So I did it again and again and again and again and again. And
It just blew up.
Yeah.
So that's another nugget, because if it's working, go with it.
Go with it.
Go with it if it's
The
working.
only thing I'll say is try not to make it boring. So, and that's why the gotta go thing lasts a long time, because at the end of it, or I'll make it try to be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it won't be the same thing, the same props, the same location. Like I will actually go out my way to make it different.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Gingy showed me, Gingy, she showed me quite a few of your videos, right? And yes,
Which
a lot
ones?
of them.
Oh.
I'm not. We talk about it after.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but I mean, they're good. I mean, people should go and watch them. You know, just be warned, they're crude, but they're also funny.
Thank you.
And they are funny. So when she was showing me, I noticed you had a variety. It wasn't just like the same topic over and over again. The only thing that was the same was your tagline. Yeah.
And then sometimes I don't even do the taglines, but you got to do what your fans love. Like
Exactly.
my fans love Gotta Go. Then
Gotta
I got
Go.
this other line called Okay Cool. So like, say if like a situation where somebody's doing something like, okay, I did a one skit. My homeboy, I walked in on my homeboy. He was watching gay porn.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. And I just walked out, and everybody loved it. So I think that would be the next saying.
One. See, and we're hearing it here for the first time live.
Hey.
So now if you guys have any questions, while we're doing the live, you need to put those questions in, because I get to ask them on the show in our next segment. So I just wanted to put that out there. So if there's anybody out there who wants to ask you a question, I'm going to ask it on air. It's going to be recorded. Okay? So you don't care about that. You say whatever you want, don't you?
I'm really.
I love that. I love that about you. Now, I do have a question, and this is not going to make you say gotta go.
Okay.
Not this question.
Oh, okay.
But how do you, like, do you just record your funny stuff, or do you record all the time, or do you actually always put together segments?
It really it can go either way. So like I said, me and my friends be vibing. I'll be like, that's a good skit. And sometimes it just hit me. Sometimes, like, literally, it'd be coming to random places. Like, I'll just be walking, driving, taking a shower, and I'll be like, oh, pin. Like, that'll be funny. Or if we, like, in a group of people, like, and this is what we usually do. We work with other content creators. So that's why I'm out here, too. So
you're going to be working with other content creators while you're here. Good.
And we just vibe out, and we be like, okay, this is a good idea. And I got this thing called a playbook with all my skit ideas that I write.
See, so write it down and make it plain.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer of writing it down on paper, because it's just something special about putting it on paper. I don't like putting it on the phones. Like, if I do put it on the phone, it's just...
Do you still print it out? Because I might write something on my phone, and then when I get home, I'll print it.
Yeah. No, I will just write. I will just transfer it to my book. I got like
you got a notebook.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. But you got to write it down, folks. I mean, whether you have a notebook or you do it in your phone, you have to write the vision and make it clear, because look what can happen. You can have an average of, what is your average viewership? Average.
Views?
Views. Million.
Probably like 500,000 a day.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you got to write
Worst
the
case.
vision and make it, well, he said in worst case, 500,000.
Yeah.
Right? Man, so we're going to come back. This is Miss Charline on Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Dash Talk Radio. And we're going to come back in just a few minutes with what we call the balance sheet. And we're going to ask you some money questions. How about that?
All right, cool. I love money.
All right. Tune in, Dash Talk Radio.
Hey.
Welcome back to Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Dash Talk Radio. I'm Charline, and I am in the audience with
Robiii World.
Yes, Lunch with the Finance Bunch is so happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here.
This is amazing. Thank you for all the information, all the nuggets that you've given us so that we can go out and become famous like you.
Hey, lit.
Let's do it, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, now this segment we call our balance sheet. And this is the one where we talk about money and how you get to the money, because that's important too, right?
Okay.
And so I want to find out from you now, you have a minimum of 500,000 viewers, 500,000. And so how do you monetize that? Like, how do you make that? It's great to have people looking at you and loving you and liking you, but how do you monetize that? How do you make money from that?
You make money by, it's a couple ways you can make money. And I'm giving like all the nuggets out here too. So you getting the exclusive. Merchandise. Like Gotta Go shirts.
Okay.
I collab with this clothing company, Kosher. And we're doing a 50-50 split. Where,
See, it's a collaboration.
Yeah. So it's like a Robiii World time Kosher.
Yeah.
So merchandising, advertisement. So basically, content creators, Instagrammers, Facebookers, YouTubers, we're the new marketing. Like, we're the new wave. Yeah. People don't look at TV no more. They look at Netflix. They look on Instagram. They look on Facebook now. Facebook got TV shows now. YouTube got TV shows now.
Right.
So companies, bigger companies, they're not looking for spend all this money on TV when you can get your exact audience through a certain person. So like, say my demographic is between 18 to 24 and they wanted the new Future album. They'll come to me to make a skit, or they'll pay me to make a skit, or they'll pay me to promote it, rather than putting that money towards something that's like a TV advertisement that people don't even look at no more.
That's right.
I hate to say it, but we're the new wave.
You really are. And I'm glad you said that, because with 500,000 viewers minimum, because you've gone up to 4 million at one time. So, with that many viewers, those people, they're listening to you, they're watching you, they're following you, you're trending.
Yes.
So, and that's what the television shows do. When they were trending, right? They would amortize that, and so I'm glad to hear that that's working for you, because it should. Yeah. Right.
And then you get free clothes too.
Oh you get all this free stuff,
you get
right?
free stuff like I give out my Granddad address, and his like he be like, "What you just order?" I'm like, "Granddad, I don't even know. They just send
stuff." That's cute. So you send it to your grandfather's house?
Yeah.
And then he collects all the stuff.
Yeah. And he be bragging to his neighbors like, "Yeah, my grandson doing a big thing. He in Hollywood now.
Exactly.
Even my dad. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm sorry to cut you off, but my dad, he's been like a biggest inspiration to me, because like he used to didn't like what I do because I wasn't making no money.
Right.
But now that I'm making money, like I'm doing my own thing, he's just so proud. He brag about me every day, like, "Oh yeah, my son, he the Instagram star right over there." Like, we went to the movies, like me and my dad, we go to the movies religiously. So we went to the movies the other night, and I was running a little bit late. I was like, "Dad, I'm filming this skit for this company." So he's
like, "That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool." Then he told the lady, he was like, "Yeah, that's my son right there. He got the big head now. He about to go to Hollywood tomorrow." And it was like awkward, because I was like, "Yeah, I am going to Hollywood tomorrow."
He was right, and here you are, and at Dash Talk Radio, in Dash Studios in Hollywood, and you're here.
Yeah,
right.
Lit.
I'm loving it. And so, okay, I got another question for you. So, are those all the ways you can amortize on your? So you can do commercials for people. You are partnering with a company so that your logo gets out there, and to do T-shirts and all that kind of stuff.
And also,
personal appearances. What about that?
Walkthroughs, personal appearances. I'm just starting to get that.
You could fill the club up. So somebody needs to recognize, especially in Atlanta.
Yeah, I got booked for a couple event, because I don't do stand-up comedy yet. I'm nervous to do stand-up comedy. I think everybody say I do good, but
you would do really well.
I just haven't tried it, but they booked me on the fly. They was like, "No, you got to come here.
And just do it."
Yeah, just come through. Like, you can just come on stage and just for 5 minutes and just say, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And you can get paid and go. I was like,
Look at that.
bet that's good.
More money, more money.
Yeah. And my bad. And it also is another way too. Is also promoting I already said it, promoting like music through skits. That's what I usually do too as well.
Oh, that's cool. All of that, you're getting paid. So I'm gonna ask a question, and you better not run up out of here.
Okay.
So what is your status as far as your relationship status?
My relationship status.
Are you single, married,
I'm
involved? What's going on with that?
I'm like 92% single.
What does that mean?
That means the other 8% will probably get mad if I say I'm single, but I'm single for the most part.
Oh, okay.
I have like some people I talk to, but not like on a level like that.
Okay, because you know you are definitely a bachelor that is in demand. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so.
You're successful. You're
Okay.
famous. You got some coins.
I got a couple 50
You got a
cents,
couple of coins,
50
so
cents.
I'm saying that makes you an eligible bachelor.
I mean,
I can manage you.
you can manage me.
I
Well,
can manage
actually,
you.
shout out to my manager. He's not here at the moment. He's like one of the best managers.
Really?
Eddie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Cool.
in Atlanta. Shouts out to him.
Now I got one more question, two more questions.
Yeah.
Okay, since we're talking about money, what was your most memorable paycheck?
Ooh.
Memorable.
I would say my memorable paycheck
Uh-huh.
was my first check doing. See, I remember I was like at 30, 50K,
Okay.
1,000 followers on Instagram. And my friend John and Brandon, they're a YouTube couple. And they was like, why don't you? Because I was broke. Like, I was coming to these kids, they 18 years old. They got a loft in downtown Atlantic Station. That's like probably like downtown LA.
Right.
Near the Staples Center.
Yeah.
A loft.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like a luxury loft. So I'm like, dang, I want to get on their level. Like, they motivated me. So he was like, you can just do promo. I'm like, what's that? And he said, okay, bro, I'm finna put you on. So he sent an Instagram company. It was promoting this app called Turnt. It's called the Turnt app. So he said, hey, just DM them, see if they want to. You can do a video for promo. And then I was like, okay. And then it was like, then I DM'd them, whatever. They said we'll give you $100 if you do a skit in 24 hours. So I'm like, okay. So I shot it, edited it, and then I got paid. I was like, that's it.
Like, I can get paid for this?
Yeah, I can get paid for this.
That's cool.
So it was like, honestly, it was like a shark tasting blood.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just like a shark tasting blood for the first time. I was like, oh.
Because you saw that you could amortize your gift, your talent.
Yeah, and it was fun. So it wasn't like I had to go like work a job. Like,
yeah, but like that's the myth. Like, you don't have to be unhappy to make money.
Yeah, you don't.
Right? You don't have to sacrifice your soul to make money.
And then what I tell people too, and I know it's hard to believe, money isn't everything. It's just the tool we need to survive in this world.
Yeah.
So when you going after your goals and dreams, the money's cool, but don't make it about the money. Make it about your dream. Making sure you create dope stuff, like dope content. Make sure whatever you're doing, you love it. Like,
I love that.
I love it. Like, I wake up to this stuff. I wake up to this stuff.
I like it.
I wake up to it and I love it. Like, I'm passionate about it. Like, everybody knows, like, I love being funny. I love being goofy. I love it. And if you don't love what you're doing, then don't do it.
Then don't do it. Okay, so then what does success mean to you? Is that what success means to you?
Success means if you can get paid for what you love doing, that is success.
Okay.
It don't matter if it's a penny to $1 million.
Okay.
If you getting paid for what you love to do, like genuinely love to do, that's success.
That's success. And so I'm going to ask you this question. Are you successful?
In my eyes, honestly, and this is a conversation me and my team have, I don't think I'm successful yet. I'm trying to reach another goal. Like You're super humble. Yeah, my dad raised me as far as never get lazy, never settle. So I never let the clout or how many followers I got get to my head. But I do know I'm at a level where I'm like looked at.
Yes.
But I want to get to like successful level, like as far as like Will Smith.
Yes.
He's
yes,
like
yes.
on a level where it's like crazy. Like me and my friends were just talking about this. Like he did a skit. I was like, if Will Smith start doing skits, we out the game. It's over. It's over for us. Like
no, it's not, because he gotta follow you.
yeah. And it's like, but I want to get to that level one day. So
and you will.
Yeah, in my eyes, I am successful, but I'm not where I want to be at. But it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing
because it's something. It's striving for more. It's nothing wrong with wanting more, and also too. Just a little word of advice for other people like that's entrepreneurs. Never don't be scared to risk something good for something great.
Yes, don't be afraid to risk something good for something great.
Yes.
I love that. Yes. I do. Ooh, we got so many nuggets from you. I'm loving it. Okay, we're going to do a workshop together. You going to get together and get 100 people in a room?
Let's do it.
And let you talk. No, for real.
If you with it,
you
I'm
heard
with
it here. Okay. This is Miss Charline, Lunch with the Finance Bunch. And we're on Dash Talk Radio, and we are having a wonderful time. We're having a good time with you. And we're learning something. And you haven't cussed once.
Okay, I almost did.
I know, but not all the way, so it's cool. So now, while we still on this, wavelength, I'm going to ask you to do something.
Like what? What's up?
We started off with, you were going to rap.
Oh, no.
So you going to rap for us?
Nah, that's dead.
You're not going to do it?
I can't rap.
Okay. What about sing?
I got to go.
Yeah. You want to sing?
I got to go.
You're not going to sing now?
I got to go. Nah, I can't sing.
Uh-oh. Okay, so I guess Rob's leaving the room?
Yeah, I got to go.
You got to go?
Yeah.
You got to go? For real?
Yeah.
You really leaving me?
I got to go.
Will you come back?
Got to go.
Oh, bye. Here's the thing. Okay, so first lesson.
I got to go.